Okay, this video is going to be interesting. I'm going to tell you about 4 video series that I'm working on, but not all of them are coming out right now. As you guys know, I'm doing a bunch of videos in Infinity. This isn't going to be like the rest of my future, it's just because it's what I'm currently focusing on, okay? So that series will continue, and then there's also going to be a series about this project of mine. You guys obviously know that I almost lost my eBay account. And I'll let you guys know some good news. I have been able to prevent it from getting shut down. You know, this isn't completely permanent yet. It hasn't fully happened. But I should be able to start posting items to the account again in about 2 weeks. So I'll get more into that in a second. Aside from that, we're going to do another series because, so I started the stealth account, right? And I showed you guys a little bit about that, and I was going to use HydraLister, but I've decided, you know, I really want to start using more and more different kinds of dropshipping software to just show you guys all of the different available options you have. Like, there are tons of options. Some are better than others for certain situations. Right off the bat, there is no best software, okay? But what I do believe is that by me doing videos about it, one, I will earn money because some of you will use my affiliate links, thank you, and I can expose you guys to these, and I'm not going to try and convince you to use them or anything, but I'm going to do videos showing you guys how to use the tools, right? And then if you want them, then you can sign up for them. That being said, it's one of my long-term interests to add a lot more software videos to my dropshipping course. So the way I view my YouTube channel is now it's practice for videos to then put into the course. So one of the reasons I'm doing all these Infinity videos is because I want to learn a lot about Infinity and then put tutorials about Infinity in the course. And then also, same for other tools. So, because I've realized, all right, I've already done a lot of work with HydraLister and SkuGrid. There's not really more that I can show you guys about Hydra or SkuGrid that I haven't already showed. And with Infinity, I'm going to get to a point where I stop doing those videos. So what I'm going to do is, instead of working on the stealth account, because as you guys probably noticed, I did a video or 2 videos and then didn't do any more videos. Instead of working on the stealth account with HydraLister, what I'm going to do is use Pricematik. Woo! So what's interesting about Pricematik is it actually has a free version, which is very unusual for dropshipping software. So what you can do is pair up Pricematik with SkuGrid. And that is, as far as I know, the single cheapest way and best for a beginner, because the lister, you can use the Pricematik lister, and that's free. And then you can use SkuGrid to just check the inventory from eBay, and then you just pay SkuGrid per credit, right? So you can just pay like 40 bucks, and then that'll last like 2 months, depending on how many items you have. So what I'm trying to explore with this is how to use Pricematik and SkuGrid, as somebody commented, because as far as I understand, this is the cheapest option available to you guys if you want a lister that allows you to list quickly and also some form of repricer. Now, Pricematik also has a repricer if you're willing to pay 100 bucks a month. Which can be worth it when you're bigger, obviously. I mean, I've paid way more than that for HydraLister and SkuGrid. So the way the pricing works with Pricematik is the basic plan is 100 bucks for if you have up to 1,000 listings, right? So if you have like 1,000 listings, then it's kind of worth it. But what we're going to work with is the free plan. And so the way this series is going to work is that I'm going to do... So, okay, I now have 3 eBay accounts. And each account is using a different strategy. And I'm going to do a series about each account. And this series I'm not going to necessarily continue forever, but I'm changing the format of my YouTube videos so that they're all going to be 20 to 30 minutes now. I'm really trying to make this more like a proper YouTube channel. And in the past, it was much more experimental. And I'm not saying I did horrible videos or anything, but I know that my YouTube channel will develop faster and be more useful to you guys if I put more information into each episode, and each episode is 20 to 30 minutes. That will reach more people, and YouTube will push it further. So it's in my best interests. So that's going to be the kind of format of my videos moving forward. We're going to have videos using a specific software with a specific purpose on a certain account. So the way that this series is going to work is this is going to be posted to the stealth account. And this is going to be one of my experimental series because I have a project that I'm working on with my main account, and that is going to be me trying to make money. And I am not going to show you guys all of that, unfortunately. I will in the future, once I've figured out how it works and everything. But at the moment, I probably should consider the fact that when I talk about my strategies and show my items and all of that, people steal them. So I'm not going to do that for that one series. But for this series, it's an experimental series, so I'm going to show you everything. And the way this is going to work, we're going to post using Pricematik to this stealth account. So anybody has access to a stealth account. No matter where you are in the world, you can buy one, right? So we're going to use Pricematik to post to it. And what I'm going to do is post every item that I have sold in the past already. And I'm going to optimize them. And I'm going to show you guys all of these. So you could just steal these items from me. This really is just experimental. And because I'm not going to bulk this, and I'm not going to be paying much for this software, I don't need to worry about earning a lot of money. I can just show you guys how I go about this as we develop and start the software and set everything up. I'm going to show you guys all of it. So that's going to be one series, is posting to the stealth account using Pricematik, and we're going to post all of the items that I have sold in the past already on the bulk account. Sweet. All right. So now let's get into what's happening with my old eBay account, the one I almost lost. That, you know, you guys, I'm sure you know about the controversial videos, and everyone was like, "Oh, Jack, you're full of crap." And okay, you guys are going to start to understand me a little bit more now. So one of the big problems with bulk that I did before is that I never actually deleted my old listings fully. So back when I had, like a month ago, when I had about 90,000 listings, a big amount of those listings were over like 5 or 6 months old. Because back when I started creating the account and adding the items, I never set up a system to delete everything. I started to use Fees Delister to delete my items, but you can only have 25,000 items in Fees Delister at once. So in reality, I just used Fees Delister to skim some of my items and get rid of some of the old items, but I still had a bunch of old items that weren't producing sales that should have been deleted and I shouldn't be paying for anymore, which is one of the reasons my insertion fee bill was so high. And I was aware of this. And if you watch my old videos, I talk about the fact that everything that I did up until that point was to learn, and that I'd been paying a bunch of insertion fees for lessons that I was trying to learn, when really I just wanted to start over from scratch, right? And I'm not saying I'm going to bulk 100,000 items. I'm not. But I am going to do some form of bulk posting. So I'll get a little bit more into that strategy in a second. But first, let me explain to you what is happening with this account. Because you see now I have 12,000 items posted, and some of them are selling. Not too many sales, though. I still have sales every day, but that's disappearing. And all of my items will be removed from this account in 6 days. And that is, you guys, obviously, there are people listening who aren't going to believe me. They're like, "Oh, you're full of crap, Jack." Look, I've been wanting to restart, and don't get me wrong, like, the fear of losing this account really lit a fire under me, and, you know, I'm very motivated to earn some money and work on other things as well. But I kind of made this an opportunity to restart my account. I'd been wanting to restart for a while, but I didn't have the courage to just delete the items and pay off the eBay bill because I was scared of how big it is, right? It's kind of like with going to Nicaragua. You guys who know about my time at Grindspace, many people are like, "Oh, you know, why are you still in Nicaragua, Jack? Grindspace was a failure. It didn't work, yada, yada." Look, I wanted to be able to spend all day working on my business and my YouTube channel. That was my goal. I did not have the courage to just pick my life up and move to a foreign country where I knew nobody. I didn't have the balls to do that. Even though I knew that I was earning enough money that I could live in somewhere like Thailand or Nicaragua, I did not have the courage to just go there. Grindspace gave me that opportunity to come here and then make some friends which I didn't plan on happening, but now I'm here living in this country with the life that I want, because this allows me to be at my best and focus most on my business and my YouTube channel. I didn't have the balls to do that without all the crap that had happened. And I didn't plan on everything happening the way that it did, but when I see an opportunity, I will take advantage of it, and I will jump on that opportunity, okay? The same thing is kind of true with this, what's happening with my eBay account. What I'm realizing is that I'd been wanting to restart for a while, and now all of my items are getting taken down. The insertion fees are not going up, and I just have to pay off this bill. And as long as I pay off the bill in full, then I can start from square one on the account and apply everything that I've learned already, right? So let me explain a bit more about how I'm able to pay this bill. Okay. First off, I worked at Starbucks for 5 years, or 4 years. 5 years ago, I started working at Starbucks. When I was at Starbucks, I made the decision to put some money aside out of each paycheck into an account. I had since completely forgotten that that account existed. I know you guys are going to be like, oh, you knew the whole time, that's how you were calm. Guys, I really thought it was all over. I completely forgot that I had this money. So what I can do now is use that $4,000 that I have saved up in this account to pay off most of my eBay bill and put me back at square one, okay? So that's what's happening with the bill, and it's taking me a bit to get the cash moved and that kind of thing. It's going to take about another 2 weeks before I'm able to pay the bill off, but I will be able to prevent the account from being shut down, and I will be able to get the hold and have the entire eBay balance paid off. I'm not talking about having the, like, oh, just this month's due amount paid off, but I still owe like a grand or two. I'm talking about starting from owing eBay zero, okay? That is a reality now. So that money, the thing is, with that money, I have enough along with the money that's on hold in my PayPal account. Unfortunately, I don't have access to that money yet. So what I do need to do is get a loan, which I didn't even know I was eligible for until... Let me show you guys. All right. So Tyler, one of the YouTube viewers who's helped me out in the past, commented about this thing called Cabbage. And I was like, huh? Okay. And let me show you what this is. Alright, so Cabbage, if you guys have heard any of the videos that I did talking about working capital loans, Cabbage is very similar, except Cabbage is much more expensive, unfortunately. But Tyler was like, why don't you apply for Cabbage? And I was like, I'll apply, but my credit's crap. I'm probably going to be rejected. And I was actually accepted, and I had a phone conversation with them, and I'm eligible for up to a $10,000 loan because of the cash flow from my PayPal account. So I'm not going to loan $10,000 because that would cost, like, look, I would pay like $3,000 in fees. But what I am going to do is loan enough money to pay off the rest of the bill. And that way, the money that's on hold in my PayPal account will still be in the account, but that money is for sure getting released, and so that will be how I pay off the loan and the fee. Because in order to loan $2,000, I'll have to pay $480 over a period of 6 months, with $400 of it being in the next 60 days, okay? So I just wanted to show you guys this program because it's amazing what you can do even if you haven't earned money. Like in my case with bulk, I only earned a couple $1,000s with those sales, but I moved like $200,000. And that has given me all sorts of other opportunities, right? Because now I have a year of transaction history showing that I've moved money, which is enabling me to get this loan, right? And this is like certified. Like this isn't like, oh, I can try and apply now. I've already applied and I've been approved for up to this amount, up to $10,800. And the only amount, I'm only going to get the amount that I need to pay the bill off so that I can keep posting to that account. So now you guys know about Cabbage. You understand that I had money in a Starbucks account that I completely forgot about, and that's going to enable me to pay off most of the bill. And let me talk to you guys about something here, because I understand that a lot of you would think like, oh, Jack, you're full of crap. You're just saying this. You're lying to us. You just think that, like, you just don't care. You don't have to earn money like we do. You just are like not as attached. One of the reasons I showed the videos of me being scared that I was going to lose my account is because I really want to show you guys that there are going to be times in your life where it looks like everything is failing. It looks like all of your hard work is for nothing, and you want to give up. You want to just say, screw it, and just move in with your parents, or whatever it is that your full to or give up plan is. You have to remain clear-headed. You have to relax, and you have to be able to clearly see what the best solution is. If you haven't gotten to a point in your life where it looks like everything's falling apart, and you're terrified and you feel incredibly overwhelmed, it's going to happen. And if you let it get to your head, then you'll fail right before you were about to succeed. And that's why I showed you guys those videos, because I knew I was going to be judged. I knew that people were really not going to like those videos, and that it's going to ruin some of my credibility as a dropshipper. But look, guys, I've never tried to convince anybody that I'm rich. I've never said, hey, you should do what I do. My point has always been to show you my story and to encourage you and to motivate you. Okay? And yeah, I want to earn money as well, but that's just something on the side. My goal here is to be a channel that gives me everything that I would need to be successful. And what I need is encouragement and support. Okay? So, I don't want to give you guys the wrong impression with those videos. I was scared, but it was very important to me that I show you that, look, this looks like everything's going wrong. It looks like it's the end of the world, but I have to remain clear-headed because I have options, and I have faith in myself. I don't know, at the time, I didn't know how things were going to play out. I literally did not. I had completely forgotten that I had money in that Starbucks account. Like, legitimately, the only reason I remembered is because I got an email from Starbucks, and then I was like, oh my god, that's right! Oh, everything's okay. You have to have faith in yourself, and you have to know that you will figure it out, and you have to accept that you can't know exactly how you're going to figure it out, but know that you will, and move forward and keep going and believe in yourself. That is one of the most important things that you can do for yourself, and it's what's going to make you successful, okay? It's what's going to get you through all of the hardship that you face. So, that being said, now that I've explained why I showed you guys those videos, why all that happened, yada yada, actually, I guess there is one. Let's take a moment. I'm gonna get distracted a little bit, and I'm gonna talk about the difference in the community between the Udemy course and the YouTube channel, because this is kind of interesting because it's been used against me in the past, where people have said, "Hey, Jack, you got to understand that when you earn money, it's different. Like when people pay you for something, they're gonna be way more critiquing of you, right? They're gonna be mean to you, right? They're gonna expect more." What I've learned is that isn't actually true. Okay, maybe that's true if you're charging $1,000 for a course or $10,000. Like my mother and her boyfriend spent $40,000 on a course. Like, there are some really expensive courses out there, and if you're charging people that much money, okay, yeah, they're probably gonna expect way more of you. But my course is usually $20. Okay, it's not that much money. But what's really interesting and what I've learned, okay, I published a course about dropshipping, and then proceeded to make YouTube videos showing how one of my main eBay account was failing and how I had this huge bill that I hadn't paid off, right? You'd think that would be horrible, that would ruin all of my credibility, that nobody would buy my course. Yet the course is marked as a bestseller by Udemy. And it did almost $1,000 in its first month. And for the first month in a Udemy course, that is really, really good. The course has a 4.73 average and an engagement rate of 172 average minutes consumed. The average engagement rate for a course in its category is 50 minutes, 52 minutes actually. So the engagement rate for that course is triple, right? And this is despite the fact that I did videos showing that my eBay account was all screwed up. And what I've learned from all this is that the reason I was able to do that, and the reason that I'm able to just show you guys these eBay accounts and still sell a course, even though I tell people, like, I advertise myself as a YouTuber on Udemy. So people come to my YouTube channel from Udemy before buying my course. They have access to all this information, right? What I've learned is that YouTube audience is picky. Like, it's kind of ironic because I got way more heat from my YouTube audience because of my eBay videos than I did from my Udemy audience. And this is really fascinating because all of the information I give to you guys on YouTube is completely free. You literally, like, you do nothing and you get it. You don't have to pay any money. You just have to have an internet connection and go to YouTube. You don't even have to subscribe to me to get the information. Yet, I took more heat on YouTube about people saying, you know, I'm full of crap, that I'm a liar, I'm trying to fool people, making tons of assumptions about who I am as a person and what I care about, what my interests are, not paying any attention to the things that I've talked about for a year in all of these videos. And then we have this course where every single student has paid money except 3 of them. I only gave the course away to 3 people for free. Every other person has paid money for the course. And I got 3 messages from people after they saw my YouTube videos and they were still inspired by me and wanted to help. One of them even offered a bank account to help me out. Like, it was so hilarious to me because it shows how many assumptions we make about how people work and how platforms work. And the reality with things is that the world doesn't work the way that you think it is. It does. And if you listen to what the popular opinion is, you're going to fail. The popular opinion is most often quite judgmental and wrong. I'm not saying it's always wrong, but it often is. And I live my life in a way that when I hear something and I'm told something, I challenge it. And I say to myself, I'm going to listen to what this person is telling me. That I'm going to listen to this risk that they're telling me that I'm taking. But I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm going to do it anyway. And then I'm going to see if they're right or if they're wrong. And in my experience, they are almost always wrong. They are almost always paranoid. Like, do you have any idea how many people never started dropshipping because they are convinced that it is not a viable business model simply because when you use Amazon or Walmart, the item shows up in a Walmart box? That alone has stopped thousands of people from even trying in the first place. Because they look into it, and then logically they're like, oh, if I was a customer and I heard that, I wouldn't do it. And so because of that, they never even tried. And that's the crazy thing. That's just not true in dropshipping. That is true with literally every platform that I've tried on. With YouTube, people have told me, Jack, you can't do YouTube videos about the stuff you're dropshipping about because everybody's going to steal your sales and you're going to make no money. Guess what, guys? YouTube videos completely changed my life. It enabled me to learn so much more about dropshipping and is the kind of key determining factor that led to me being able to have the life of my dreams where I get to work all day on whatever I want. If I had listened to the people telling me that was impossible, this would have never happened. Isn't that crazy? So next time you're interested in doing something and somebody says, oh, you can't do it, they diss you or doubt you or tell you why, and it sounds logical, take it with a grain of salt, because the reality is that most of the time people are wrong and it is possible. But if everybody said that, then we'd all have to actually work hard. And it's much easier to just convince ourselves that it's a scam or it's not possible, because then we can let ourselves quit. But if you quit, you're not going to change your life. Okay? Hopefully you guys kind of understand a little bit more. And look, I get that I'm never going to get everybody's approval. People are always going to dislike my videos, especially as I get bigger. That's never going to go away. I've kind of come to accept that. So now we've talked about what's happening with my main eBay account, and we've talked about the cabbage loan. So now I want to give some credit to Tyler, because he is the one who showed me the cabbage loan. And the cabbage loan isn't absolutely necessary, but it is enabling me to move forward with Operation X, which I am going to explain in a minute after I introduce you to his blog. So Tyler runs a blog called ehustleds.com. That must be what it is. Okay, eHustle Dropshipping. Okay, so I encourage you guys to check it out. You can look in this video for a link to it. I want to bring him some traffic because, you know, he did a comment that really helped me. So I want to help him too, you know, and this is as much as I can do at the moment. So he has some really interesting articles, and they're more motivational. I like that. So I figured I'd show you guys this website so that you guys can follow it if you want to, that kind of thing. Here's a little bit about Tyler Phillips. Sweet. All right, guys. So now that I've showed you this, and I've talked to you guys about Pricematik, you understand I'm doing an Infinity series. I'm going to do the Stealth Account series with Pricematik. And, okay, the Infinity series, I'm just listening to my trainer. So the strategy with that is do everything that the trainer says and do videos about it and see if we earn money. Okay, also I'm selling in eBay UK because maybe if I build this eBay UK account in the future, I can bulk in eBay UK and earn tons of money. All right, anyway, moving forward. So you also know about the Pricematik series, which is going to be how to use, okay, first off, showing you guys a Stealth Account, how to use it, and then how to set it up. And then also where to get it, yada yada. I've already done videos about that, but I'm going to restart it just because I kind of lost my momentum with it. So we're going to move forward and use Pricematik to post items that are every single item that I've sold in the past 90 days with my bulk account, right? So I'm going to show you all of those items. So you guys will have access to these. You can steal them and all that. That's fine. And so now I haven't explained the two other YouTube series that I'm going to do. One is going to be further in the future, but I think you guys will be pretty excited about it because it's like guaranteed to earn a lot of money because it's already proven and works. And I know many people who do it properly. That's honestly one of the reasons I haven't done it yet, because it's like, I already know it works. So I'd rather experiment and do some other things, but you know, anyway. So the third series is going to be this Operation X or Project X or whatever. And so this is me reapplying everything that I've learned to my main eBay account. And what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to bulk post, but I'm not going to bulk post to the extreme scale that I did before. I'm going to have an anchor store with roughly 10,000 items. It may go up to 12 or 13,000. But the idea here is that I'm going to use everything that I learned from the past and try and establish as many multi-quantity sales as possible. So in the past, what I did with my pricing is that I priced really high and then lowered my pricing. When I'm trying to learn something, what I do is I expose myself to both extremes, and that allows me to find a middle ground. So now I've experienced a lot about how to produce some really profitable sales. Like, the thing is, because I was paying the huge insertion fee, I didn't really earn the money, but anybody could have had those items available without having all of the other listings up. So you guys could have made those sales that I did that were like 10 quantity, where there's like $120 of profit off of like a $230 sale after fees, right? Anybody could have had those 10 items up and just gotten lucky, okay? What I'm going to do now with this account is I'm going to focus on making as many multi-quantity sales as possible, to the point where I'm going to price my items so that I don't really earn much from regular sales and rely exclusively on getting these multi-quantity sales to happen. So if you guys pay a lot of attention to my YouTube channel, you'll be able to predict what items I'm posting. There is one specific kind of item that produced more multi-quantity sales than any other item, any other keyword. It produced more sales than any keyword that I ever bulk posted. and most of the sales were really good. There's also a reason that this keyword has some psychological effects where buyers have a harder time determining value, so they're more likely to spend the money, okay? That's all that I'm going to tell you about this for now. All of this stuff that I'm doing on my main eBay account is going to be secret. You guys can, poach the account and look at it and try and figure out what's happening. And you'd be able to. But I'm not going to do videos about it. What I am going to do is do videos about all the numbers. Because now I realize, all right, look, guys, I haven't done numbers in the past because I was just trying to learn. That doesn't mean that I have no interest in actually properly record keeping everything. You got to understand, this has really stressed me out, but this was all part of a very long-term plan. I knew that if I put myself through an insane situation and exposed myself to posting hundreds of thousands of items, I would learn loads. And so now I find myself running a YouTube channel, able to get dropshipping accounts with multiple accounts, information about all of the different software that is available to dropshippers. Not every piece. I'm not going to act like I know everything. But I know a lot about these different softwares, right? I'm in a really good position to make some money, especially because I have a huge eBay account, like huge. So that's going to be Operation X. I'm using that keyword, and I'm going to do videos about the sales that I'm producing with that. That is going to start in like 2 or 3 weeks. I'm not sure how long it's going to take for me to do videos, because what I have to do with that is it's more going to be like me showing you the sales page. I'll show you my main eBay page so you can see how things are going, but that's about it. I'm not going to show you the actual sales until after a couple months. But now, sorry, I know this has been a long video. We're going to move on to the fourth strategy. Okay, so let me show you something on Udemy, and let me explain something to you guys. If you want to earn money dropshipping, there is one tried and true method that will earn you a bunch of money, as long as you have a big eBay account. All you have to do is post optimized listings and train virtual assistants to do that. So you train virtual assistants. Sorry, I've talked so much, I'm losing my voice. You train virtual assistants to run the dropshipping business. You train them to post the items, and you train them to also do the customer service and all that. That method works. There's tons of proof and tons of evidence and tons of courses about it. So next year, I will be doing that with my main eBay account, because I know that it's time to hey, I know for sure I could make a lot of money doing this and automate the whole thing, because now I know so much about pretty much every situation that can come up on eBay. I've done tons of YouTube videos, and I've done a course on dropshipping. I am in a very good position to train virtual assistants to do all of the work that I know how to do quickly and to use the tools that I know, right? I could make a good amount of money doing that if I'm patient. So there will be a series where I'm showing you all of this, how to train virtual assistants, exactly how I'm doing it. I'm even going to do videos where I am showing you, hey, here's my virtual assistant. They're on my YouTube channel. This is them. I'm training them. I'm going to show the whole process to kind of show you guys how to do it, because people are really scared of the whole premise of having a virtual assistant. It's not something to be scared of. And it's honestly David Vu considers it the secret sauce to profitability. Once you start having a virtual assistant and you understand dropshipping, and you just have people posting listings and then also people who are trained to handle all of the problems, it's smooth sailing. The hardest part is training, but at this point, I'm a trainer. It's gonna be cool. All right, so now you understand the 4 series that I'm gonna be working on with this YouTube channel. And I'm not doing all of these at the same time. Right now it's mostly going to be Infinity videos, and then next it's going to be more of the Pricematik videos with the stealth account, and then after that I'll do some videos about my main eBay account. But now you guys know I'm not losing that account. Everything's going to be okay. Sometimes things have a way of seeming like they're falling apart right before it all comes together. Alright guys, sorry to drone on for so long. I'll see you next time. Ciao.